Maybe that's why I'm not the favorite parent.
Yes, of course.
Very good.
Discipline.
When it comes to parenting, who inspires or influences your parenting style?
So a lot of my parenting style, I think it's influenced by how my parents raised, with me and my sister.
I would have to say my parents and my mother-in-law, the one that I always look up to and always look for when I need advices.
No one in particular.
So both of them are very inspiring because Dad was the super strict one and Mom was more of someone who would explain matters to us. So yes, it's a little bit of both. I don't know if that's even an answer, but yes.
What do you think your child wants to be when he or she grows up?
Johnny, I don't think he has a certain ambition as yet.
Sometimes she says she wants to be a doctor. Sometimes she says she wants to be a lawyer.
I don't have any idea what my kids want to be when they grow up.
He wants to be a chef. I don't put any particular restriction on the things that he wants to do when he grows up, as long as he enjoys it and he becomes very successful at it. So yeah, it's okay with me.
Do you think you are strict to your child? Why do you think so?
I'm not strict at all. I try to use a lot of reasoning rather than being rebellious or
My husband's definitely the stricter parent amongst the both of us.
I do discipline her sometimes. I have very high expectation on her as well. So we set rules at the house and all those things.
I am very strict towards all my children, but I'm also very loving at the same time. But yes, I am very strict.
If your child gets a bad grade on their exam, what would you do? And would you give them some sort of punishment?
I have come to a realization that all children are different, number 1, number 2 and number 3. But it takes some time for me to realize that.
I tend to not to be too fast about it. I want my child or both of my child to become naturally curious and want to learn about a certain particular subject that they learn in class.
When I find out, I get really cross. I get really upset. And they know this. Maybe that's why I'm not the favorite parent.
Normally I would ask her, do you think you deserve that result? Have you done enough to ensure that you get a good result?
Now, let's say when your child is in trouble, who would they go to? And why do you think they go to you or your spouse?
For Iman, I think when she's in trouble, she will go straight to my husband.
I think they will normally go to their mom.
If he's in trouble, he'll go to his dad.
I think when it comes to more on personal matter, she would consult with my wife.
Do you ask your child to help you with house chores? What do you ask them to do at home?
I encourage my children to do house chores, but yes, they do. And the least they can do is to clean up their room, to make up their bed.
Yeah, we do. I think she helps out in terms of tidying up the lunch, for instance. Some of the light house chores, she will support us.
He'll come and help with house chores. He will help me with the cleaning. He will help me with the cooking. I don't even really have to ask him or force him because he's willingly will volunteer himself.
We make sure that they help around, but most importantly, we make sure that we are there also to do the housework as well, so that they learn from the parents. Nothing much, most on the laundry or dishes.
If you can categorize your parenting style, what do you think your parenting style is? Is it more towards Asian or Western style, or traditional or modern?
Well, when I became a parent, we wanted to approach the Western style of parenting. But we do balance, learnings from our parents did right.
I would want to say a little bit of both. I'm quite traditional also. I think any culture will encourage the children to behave traditional and also Western, because they need to also show us some respect.
I would say I'm more Western, sort of like educate your child to be more critical in terms of thinking, and it shows. At home, they're very much talkative. They like to engage with us, ask a lot of questions.
I would say modern. For me, open communication is very important. I had that with my mother, and I think it's very important for me to have that also with my kids, so that they are able to express themselves if for any reason they feel uncomfortable, not just with us or their siblings, but with other people outside.
So we have interviewed both of you separately. So are you ready to see your kids' answer?
Okay, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A detective because I like solving a lot of other
Really?
cases.
I want to be a chef because I really like cooking, and sometimes I help my parents cooking.
I want to be an engineer like my dad.
Maybe when I grow up, I want to be a doctor for people.
Yeah.
Maybe my mom because if I do something bad, she'll get angry to me.
I'm pretty sure my mom is stricter than my dad because my mom doesn't like messy things around the house, so she'll always be angry at us.
Probably my dad, because my dad, when I do something wrong, he'll always either scold me or make me feel worse or something.
They're both strict, but my mom is always strict, but my dad is sometimes strict and sometimes not strict.
Yes, I would. No, I don't think I'll get punished, but I think they will make me study more and let me
that's true.
not play with my phone.
If I got bad grades, I think I'll show it to my parents, and also I will obviously get punished a lot, and maybe I have to go to a lot of tuition and do more homework.
I will show them and maybe they'll punish me sometimes. And I get scolded.
I will show them my exam grades, but I don't think they will punish me that bad. They will only ask me to study harder and do a lot of practices.
No iPad.
I will go to my daddy because he will help me sort out the problems that I have.
Superman.
Yes.
I think I'll tell my dad. It's because he explains why did I do it, and then he can help me apologize to the person that I hurt them.
I would choose my dad because if I choose my mom, she'll get angry to me and get punished every time.
I'll tell it to my dad because my dad is the only one at home and my mom's at office, but when I get home, I'll also tell my mom at the phone.
If you can only say one thing to each other, what would you say?
I love you.
Oh.
And also thank you for helping me be a good person and a smart person.
Oh, you're most welcome. As a father, I'm very proud of you, and I can't ask for anything more. I just want you to grow up to be a very, very happy person. Someone who know what he wants to do and be very, very successful with it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't punish me again.
Danny, mommy won't punish you if you behave. But if you are naughty, you will get punished.
You mostly help me with most of the stuff.
Yeah. If you put the effort, I'm sure you'll be successful.
Mummy,
Yes.
can I have Maggie for dinner?
Oh my god, you want instant noodles for dinner?
Yes.
You can have that on occasional times, like when we're on travels, okay? When we're traveling. I'm glad that you have spoken up. I think one thing that I want to encourage you more to do is to just say what you have to say. So I really hope to see that you would be able to express yourself and to vocalize your needs and your wants.
Thank you for watching this episode.
If you like this episode,
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.